froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phones.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the ocean, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, you got to picture me.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This is Sony Michel. He grew up a few miles north of here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Absolutely nowhere. Not my house, baby. Not my house. All right, here we go. What's tight? Tight end right. What's tight? Tight end right.
Now Brady throwing on second down. He's got it to James White. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Throwing on first down is Brady. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Throwing now is Brady. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Let's go! Wait!
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 13. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Shepard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot. Out on the field.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Play. Tiger. Good. Go. 30. Play.
Tannehill on third down. And it's caught by Parker. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. A big play. Tannehill to Parker. 42 yards. First foray into the red zone for Miami. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's not a bad idea. Set up in the gun. Send a bunch of guys out wide and let the defense think you're going to try and put one in the end zone. But here, the draw play just gets bottled up from the start, and he'll wind up losing yardage.
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Tannehill. Keeps himself upright. It's caught. Stills right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
He got 29 yards that time. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's Brady. Goes underneath here to White. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Play. Hip. Tiger. Go. 50.
Tannehill on first down. He's going to air one out. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Go. Zero. Play. Tiger. Run to the hunt. 50. Hey, 20.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Now he's forced out right. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Zero.
Now it's Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But
now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Cameron Wake in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Working from the gun, it's Brady. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Brady. And he gets this to the rookie, Sony Michel. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Start fast, fellas! Start fast! Ready? Sugar! Go!
Brady now on first down. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. On second down, Michel. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
Sugar!
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Brady. And able to find Dorsett. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
Let's go, let's go.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Brady, this is caught. Gronkowski. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike, gets a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dante Hightower with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22 and a half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Tannehill. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, Tannehill over the middle, complete. It's Parker. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's Tannehill going underneath for Lewis. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. Tannehill now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Again, Tannehill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement, so now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here we go. Let's go, get set.
Again, it's Lewis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
To throw is Tannehill. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Brady now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He hits White, complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. Here's Brady to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. after the interception. Here's Tannehill. He goes underneath to Drake. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking for Shepard deep. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Zip, zip. Zip, zip. Zip, zip, zip. Zip, zip, zip.
Tannehill now to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Patriots take over. So the Patriots coming out now. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Wesley Woodyard in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, Brady. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to wind up and air it out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Tannehill. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, 20. Tiger.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Waiting! Hip. Tiger. Hey, 20. Go! Hip. Tiger.
And the blitz does come. Going deep here for Parker. He's got him in, complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 30 yards there. Tannehill now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Go! Tiger. We out. Go! Hey, 20.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Hey, 20. Tiger.
Back to the air. Tannehill on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Tiger. Hey, 20. Go.
Throwing again is Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, the Patriots gearing up to go now. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies?
And now here is another interception. Picked off with great anticipation, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Now it's Patterson. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 3rd down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The familiar refrain, Brady to Gronk for the New England first. Brady. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, Brady. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Check it. Go. Let's go.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back now in Miami. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. New England on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Wait, 20. Go. 20. Let's go. Go. Hey, hold 66.
Now Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Hey, 20.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take it. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
20! Wait, 20! Wait, we get!
Yeah, they're going to try to eat some clock with Michelle. A loss of the full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From midfield, here's Brady. And able to find Dorsett. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
The return man is Grant. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10.
Hey, 20.
Off play action, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here's Tannehill. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Matt Hawk now. And they're going to fake it from over on downs. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT.
They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Brady now on first down. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then against with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Here's Tannehill. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. And that'll bring up second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Second and 10, Tannehill once more. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. He's back to throw.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Back to throw. And he finds Stills, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. picked off by Patrick Chung. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady going to look to throw. And this is caught. It's Edelman. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yeah. On the run, Darkwa. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 18 big yards on that one. And a Miami first. Now Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Whoosh. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Brady going to throw here. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's and my goodness, another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Patriots, The win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the end.